Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I am here with you today to bring you an amazing project. You're going to love it so much. It's right here in the corner. It is a Ferrero Rocher candy holder. I'm going to pull the candy out because it's kind of hard to show you this direction with the candy in there. So it says, "Aw, you really are the best," and it has these really cute flowers. This paper we've used here is from the from the Butterfly Kisses. DSP, super cute. We've used the hippo with the little flower today, and I'm going to show you how to make this. You can see I used layering circles because those are my favorite. So I'm going to set this right here to the side, and we're using the Hippest Hippos again, so definitely check out my other videos on the Hippest Hippos. There's so many great projects that you can make with this stamp set, and this is my 4th video with it, so definitely check it out. And also I wanted to let you know that I have shown you in another video on how to color your hippos and how to get this really great shading. So it's linked in the description below. Check that out so that you can learn how to color all your hippos, because I will not be coloring them in these videos. You'll have to catch that other short video in order to see that. So let's go ahead and get started. It is celebration, and these hippos are free with a qualifying purchase. Go over to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Check out this celebration brochure, and my July 2nd post of this year 2022 also has tons of information on celebration and the new catalog that started on July 1st. And you can qualify to get these free items. If you have any questions, just hit me a message, Kelly at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and I'd be happy to talk to you about any questions that you may have. Let's go ahead and get started because this project is super fun. So of course, you guys know how I am, and I love making 3D projects, and I use my Simply scoreboard for almost all of them. This is a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and it is 2 inches by 10 inches. And we're going to do a little scoring. So this board comes with this little stylus. It's at the bottom. And there's little grooves, and we are going to slide our stylus along the grooves, which helps us to get all the score marks that we need to make this really cute project, okay? So let's get started. We're going to start and score at 4 inches. And then we're going to do 6 inches. And then we're going to do 7 inches. And then 9. So again, 4, 6, 7, and 9. That's all the scoring you're going to need to do. Then we're going to need to cut a circle. And so what I like to do is the circle is going to be cut out of this piece right here. So I like to take a pencil, and I already have cut a circle out of a piece of scrap cardstock. And here it is. I'm going to lay it on top, and I'm just going to really center it here. And I'm going to use a pencil, and I'm going to mark this. If you're using a circle punch instead of a die, this is the best tip or trick that I can give you, because then you can see right through and punch your circle. So let me show you. There's our circle, okay, in pencil. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my layering circle dies, and it is the second smallest circle. So I'm pulling these little guys out. It's going to be this one right here, the second smallest. There's the smallest. And I'm going to grab my mini boss, because this piece is 2 inches, so this works perfect in here. And I love how it fits in the camera, so nice and easy. So I'm going to move this to the side. We'll put the little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine down, the mini. And we're going to need plate number 1, which is our platform. Plate number 2, which is our cutting plate. Then we're going to place our piece of cardstock in here, and we're going to put our circle right on there. Get it in place where you want it. And then we're going to layer another number 2 over the top. Now I'm going to pull this back because I have to make sure that my plates are staggered. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I'm going to hold that little circle in place till it gets through my machine. Then I'm going to hold here and crank that through. And when my board is out, you hear that little snap sound. I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see. And there is my circle cut out of my cardstock, okay? So let me get this guy out of the way. We're gonna turn these sides back up and get this out of the camera. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started making our project. So this is what we have now. So we have all these score marks. This piece, you can save it for another project. I have a bunch of little circles that I save, and if I'm ever, making something that I need to have a circle, I look and see if I have one already cut. Now, I've already cut out our little hippo and colored her. There she is. We have a piece of the Butterfly Kisses DSP. I don't know the exact size because I can't remember. I think it is 1 3/4, correct? By 3. Let me just make sure. Yes, 1 3/4 by 3. This is going to get put right here in this top section. Okay, but first let's do all our score marks. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna turn this in, turn that in, and here's our last piece. Okay, so we're gonna use our bone folder, and we're gonna get all of our creases in our cardstock. One more. Okay, so this is gonna fold up and around like this. Okay, so the circle's at the bottom and it basically rolls on up. So up here is where I'm gonna glue this piece. So I'm gonna grab my silicone mat here. I'm gonna add my multi-purpose glue to the back. Okay. And then we are going to glue this. I'm going to use the top of my paper as my guide, and I'm going to get all 3 sides about even, okay? So I want the top to be about the same distance as the 2 sides, and once I'm happy, I'm going to go ahead and press that into place. Now this piece here is going to, like I told you, it rolls up, and that's what forms our base. So we're going to put adhesive on this bottom section. So we're going to flip it up, and we're going to put it right here. All right, let me get my other bottle. I have 2 on my desk because in the middle of recording, I ran out, and then now I can't remember which one's which. So, all right, so here is our piece. And now what we're going to do is we're going to keep it folded, and we're going to bring it up until you see this piece that's the same size as the one we put the glue on directly underneath this circle, and you're going to fold it at that point. Okay, and then you're going to lay this down just like that. And when you lay it, you're going to make sure that your piece here is right straight, right along that border piece, just like that. I'm going to press my finger in here and push that down. Again, I'm going to press that into place. I'm going to press it this way again. So that glued to the section that's up where the flowers are. Now we have this little standing box with a circle. So we're going to put our chocolate in there, a Ferrero Rocher. And we're also going to let me get this scored good because I need it to stand, right? We need it to stand up and do its thing. So I'm going to go ahead and give it its little score marks. Okay, there we go. Now it's better. So we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our little hippo. So let's go ahead and put some on her here. 4 should be good. Maybe 1 mini down here on her foot. I think that's perfect. Let's grab our take your pick tool and pull the backs off. And now that we have our little hippo ready, what we want to do is we want her to be near the top, because remember, the Rocher is going to stick up and we don't want it to cover her. So she's going to be kind of high up. Leave about 1/4 of an inch or less at the top here. Just like that. And so there she is. She's with her little cute flower. And now we need to do this piece here. So this piece is 7/8 of an inch by 1 7/8 of an inch, and it's a piece of basic white cardstock. We're going to use our Night of Navy ink to match our paper. And we're going to use the Aw, You Really Are the Best, which is in the Hippos stamp set. We're going to go ahead and stamp that. I don't need this mat, so let's move that. I'm going to stamp it to the right because I want to leave some room on this side for the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down right there. This is a perfect quick treat that you can make for someone who did something nice for you. And it's really a very quick treat box, right? A treat holder. All right, so now we're gonna put our cute little sunflowers or daisies or whatever you wanna call them. I guess they're not sunflowers, so they're probably daisies. And these are die cut from, here's the little flowers that are in the die set. So you get 2 of them at the same time, and these are out of Calypso Coral. I'm gonna close this ink pad, we don't need that. And I'm gonna use mini dimensionals, and I'm gonna cut one of them in half. So I'm gonna grab one, and I'm gonna cut it in half because the backs of these flowers are tiny, and even this mini dimensional is too big. But if I cut it in half, it's the perfect size. So I'm gonna put one there, and then I'm gonna put this one right there. All right, so those are the backs. And then I'm gonna pull the dimensional backings off with my Take Your Pick tool. You guys know I love to use it. All right, and then lastly, we're going to position these little daisies over this open space that we left right here. So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna put it at the top here, like that. Make sure that it is on my piece. There we go. And then let's put the little baby one. How cute is this? This is such a cute, so there they are, our 2 little flowers. And then I wanted to put some centers on the flowers. So I thought these classic MAC dots are perfect. They come in white, and they come in vanilla, they come in gray, and they come in black. And the black I thought would be cute for the centers, and they're tiny, so they fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to use the back end here of this Take Your Pick tool where that has the putty on here. I'm going to get my putty ready to pick these up, and we're going to go ahead and pick one up and put it in the center of this flower, and one for the center of this flower, just like that. Okay. And now we are going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this cute little floral sentiment that we've made. And then the final step will be to attach that onto our treat holder. It turned out awesome, guys. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think it's pretty great, and I'm very happy with how it is, how it turned out, I mean. So let's go ahead and put that in place here. I don't know what's going on with my little matte dots. One of them stuck to my finger, and I'm trying to put it back, and it won't listen. Okay, let's just stick it there. Sorry for the delay. This is real life stamping. Sometimes you have little problems, right, that occur. All right, let's do it now. Bring this in. Put our glue on the back. I'm going to pick that up, and we are going to position that right there on the front of our little treat holder. And I love this wet glue because it does give you that cute amount of wiggle room, and you can figure it out. And once you're happy with the placement, you're going to stick your hand back in here in the inside and press, and then you press from the front and the back to adhere that to the front there. And then the final piece is to put your chocolate inside. How cute is this holder, guys? I'm so happy with it. I'm trying to hold it so you can see. This is what it looks like when it's standing up. I hope that you enjoyed watching me. I loved making this. It is a very quick and easy project and makes a great gift. Let's see if it will stay. I think the chocolate will fall out of it. It will. So I'm just going to lay it like this. And we'll bring in the Hippest Hippos and the dies so that you guys can see what we used. I hope that you enjoyed watching me. Don't forget about the layering circles. Those are awesome. They also help you. And this is a great quick project. Thanks for watching. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!